It's like, whoa, okay. Like, so you open
Yeah, what does that mean?
ChatGPT and you sit there and
Yeah.
like, you just like, what do you type into it? Like, how do I make my business better? It's like, okay, like, but like, there's so many different things in the hood, and I specifically around because we're going to be talking about media on this podcast. It's like, I don't want the message to be like, I just want you to use AI and just create media. Because like that's not what it is.
No,
Like there's
that's
it's
not
the
what we're
under
saying.
the hood business operations and things that you can do that create the ability for you as a solopreneur or a small team to act like an enterprise media business and not have to pay $10,000 a month for all of these other software tools and outside agencies and stuff that you might have had to do. Or even if you are an agency, you can then 10x your customers because you're using AI to actually, cut costs, cut time, all those kinds of things. And I'm excited to dig into the weeds and show some actual like
Yes.
live, demos and stuff like that about that because I think a lot of like the AI stuff gets a bad rap of like, oh yeah, well like I know this person uses AI because there's M dashes in their tweets, and so it's like, but it's like that's not the end all of like what it is, right? And so,
Exactly.
and when you're talking about like building a media brand, it's like you got to be able to use both and jump in between. But like yeah, like we've seen some stuff online where it's like I think Cody Schneider was tweeted the other day, and he like built an open claw agent that booked him podcasts, and it went out there and it booked him like 40 podcasts over 2 weeks or something like that. And like that's a great. I mean, that's probably way too many podcasts for one person, but like talk about getting yourself out there, building your IP, and he's building something called graph.com, which is pretty cool. I haven't checked it out yet, but I will. And it's like, so he leveraged the use of AI to go create more media opportunity for him to then sell his consultancy and his agency and his software product. By the way, he has like three things going on right now. I don't know how big his team is, but
Well,
like
I think he has more than
that's
that. But yeah,
that's like a perfect use case of
it's
it. And like and
exactly.
he is crushing it on Twitter. Like he's got like 60,000 followers. He tweets like 5 7 times a day. It's like it's crazy. But like that's what you got to do now, right? And he's leveraging every opportunity. So it'll be cool to dig into the weeds of like what some other people doing, get some use cases, and actually like kind of show them and pull them up on this podcast because I think partially that's what we're hoping to do too is like just dig around the entire web, see what everyone's doing, and what we're going to be able to do too.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, totally. And I think the key takeaway though is that even though this is a big thing currently, people are talking about, you see people doing this, media brand, multi-channel, focusing on, newsletters and YouTube and shorts and all these different things. It's still relatively underutilized at a scale that it should be if people understood the opportunity. But that's going to change. Like this will change, and I suspect it's early 2026. I suspect by the end of 2026, this will be so clear, and so many more people, and especially businesses, will be doing this. It's only going to get harder, right? And so, obviously, we're just now starting the show, but people need to start doing this now, right? Like this is time sensitive. You'll always be able to do it, of course. It's just it will get harder and harder to work because you'll have more and more competition,
Yeah.
right?
The one thing I will say on that is you can start every time, and there's always like the first mover advantage and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say the first mover advantage almost doesn't apply like right now. It will in a couple years or a year. But like there's people that have already started, but you have the ability to go start now and go hard and quick because of what's going on and what's around now, which is amazing because I'll tell you one thing, and like I don't want to bring this back to like myself, but like my local newsletter, for instance, like it was a grind. I was doing it by myself, and like
Mm-hmm.
I definitely wouldn't be at where I am today with it and without being able to leverage the tools and stuff that are out now. I actually took a little mind reset like a couple days ago, and I was thinking back to like mid 2024 when I started, and ChatGPT was like you could say like five or six different prompts into it at that point, and then you would like hit your usage, and like it was
Mm-hmm.
basically useless, and everything it pulled was basically a lie, hallucinated everything. And now today it's like completely different, and it's only been a year and a half. Like imagine what it's going to be like in 6 months to 12 months. So,
I mean,
um,
yes, you're spot on there. Yeah, the fact that you, like you said, you can do what used to take a team of 10 or 20. If you use these tools right, you can do it yourself now, or maybe get one helper. Um, but I also think that the other big angle to your point of first mover advantage, I think actually is huge in the media space if it is being if you're doing it correctly. So this is kind of the key takeaway that over time in our episodes we're going to talk about this is how to build a media company properly, because 95% of people do it wrong, right? I mean, the most obvious way people do it wrong is that, we already said it, they just do one channel, right? Or they just do it in their own name, and they don't know how to, I mean, newsletters is the most important piece that you and I, that's where we started becoming experts in newsletters, which is like the foundational piece that you need to have for a media brand. And so many people don't even have one at all, or if they do, it's terrible. They don't really use it. So there are many, many people trying to do this stuff now. We see it a lot in the local space, but they don't know what they're doing, and they just do it all wrong.